Israel, not having succeeded in, destroying the state, in decapitating the Iranian state, was suffering the missile attacks. And the missile attacks started off with older missiles, drones and others, and then moved up to the advanced missiles. And the advanced missiles were with big warheads, 1.5-ton warheads, and particularly the ultimate one at Beersheba was dramatically a hypersonic attack. The Israelis were having less and less success in downing the Iranian missiles, less and less success in downing the Iranian missiles, but they were also using up the air defense interception missiles very fast. They were firing at least 2, but sometimes much more, at drones. And of course, Iran was flooding the area with drones as well as with missiles to confuse and to preempt these incoming air defense systems of Israel. They were suffering heavy damages. No one can tell you how much because there's a complete blackout. You're not allowed to photograph, you're not allowed to go to the military sites, you're not allowed to report what's happening. I mean, it's a complete blackout. But there's no doubt that there are many deaths, many injuries, and also many people who have been displaced by these attacks. But the other part of it, which is not so much mentioned, because we do see a bit of the damage, because the Bedouin in the Negev and so on photograph the incoming sites, even though they're not allowed to. But the other thing is, Israel is a small country. It has only 3 ports. Eilat has been bankrupt and has been closed for some months. Haifa has sustained huge damage. It was, the trading port, and this was supposed to be the corridor, the alternative to the East-West corridor, the corridor from India that the Americans were touting that would go through to Europe. The corridor in Haifa was to be the pivot linking Europe right through to the east. Well, Haifa is not functioning. Haifa also, its refinery was heavily damaged. Apparently will not be operational for at least a month, maybe longer, who knows. And now Ashdod, in this last round of last salvos from Iran, was heavily damaged. I can't say how much because, there is this news blackout. So maybe it's not so severe. Maybe it is severe. We have to find out. But everything was closing down in Israel. The place was going dead economically. I think they were desperate. And so it was Israel that was in touch with both Iran and with the United States saying, for God's sake, we need this to stop. I mean, we're desperate for it to stop. So Trump thought that then, I can do one of my famous sort of ceasefires and it'll be a great victory for the United States and for Trump. And so he proposed this. What he did was, it wasn't proposed anything. He just announced a ceasefire.